Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll just give Ms. Tarpley a moment.
As we're waiting, are there any other community members that are a part of Go Team that are not present? I think you're muted.
No, we're gonna have to vote one more in. Dr. Woodbridge had reached out to one of the people that helped out with STEM, so we didn't get a reply as of today, so we'll only be voting in one, and then we'll attempt to vote in the second person next meeting.
Okay, then, so for today, we have Melissa St. Joy, Tarpley, April Payne, Smith, Ms. Dent, Ms. Janelle, Ms. Freeman, and Sanchez. Those are the only current members.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we can only do quorum based on the current members.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that would put us at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would give us quorum because we do have a majority of the members.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I will start recording, and then I will on with the script.
Okay.
Okay. And just give me a thumbs up when you can see the presentation. Okay. All right. Good afternoon. Welcome to the Hutchinson Go Team meeting, where we will follow the agenda as has been emailed and publicly noticed. I am pleased to call this meeting of the Hutchinson Go Team to order at 4:10 p.m. on August 27th, 2026. I will act in the capacity of interim Go Team chair for this meeting. Our first order of business is to appoint an interim secretary and call roll. Ms. Dent will serve as the interim secretary only for this meeting. Our official secretary for the 26-27 school year will be elected during this meeting. The interim secretary will now take roll.
For the roll call, Melissa St. Joy.
Present.
Tarpley. Payne. Smith. Dent, present. Trinell.
Present.
Freeman.
Present.
Sanchez.
Present.
Roll call is complete.
This team will only be able to take official action if there's a quorum present. Ms. Dent, is there a quorum present?
Yes.
Our first order of business is to approve the agenda. This was provided to you, and there's a copy here. May I have a motion to approve the agenda?
Motion to approve the agenda.
May I have a second?
I second the motion.
Are there any amendments to the agenda? All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand so the secretary can record your vote.
Aye.
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 Okay.
That should have
All
been
oppo-
all.
Yep, all opposed say nay or raise your hand. Any abstentions? Okay, we will now move to fill vacant seats and open community member seats. Before we begin the process, I'd like to remind the Go team of the following. The principal brings forth a nomination for the vacant or open seats. All Go team members have only one vote per seat. Individuals filling vacant seats will serve until the conclusion of the seat's term. Individuals filling an open seat will serve for a full 2-year term. Upon approval, individuals are immediately full Go team members and may join the meeting. We will begin by filling our vacant seats. Sorry, I'm supposed to be pressing and going at the same time. We will begin by filling our vacant seats. These are seats that have been vacated prior years or the seat's term has ended. Individual appointments to the seats will serve until the end of the seat's term. I have the following nomination for our Go team vacant seat and my rationale. I nominate Erica Sauls to fill the vacant community member seat. Does anyone have any comments or discussions about this nominee?
I have
Yes,
a
Ms. Deb.
question.
Sure.
I would like to know more about the nominee.
I was going to ask her to introduce herself and tell you guys about herself.
Okay, so I am Erica Sauls. I am an investigator with the City of Atlanta Police Department. I have been coming to Hutchinson Elementary during the cause of effect events that they've done throughout the past year. I've also led one of those events. I think I did an event on how to handle conflict resolution. So I'm active in the community, and I just would like to be involved.
Thank you. Is there any further discussion? We will now vote to nominate Erica Sauls for the position of community member. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay or raise your hand. Any abstentions? The vote is passed. Welcome, Ms. Sauls, to the Go team.
Thank
Well,
you.
Point of correction, sorry.
Sure.
The vote was actually taken to nominate her, not
You're
to
correct.
give her the position.
I'm reading the script, sorry. Nominated. We will proceed with the nomination for the community. So, no, that was the vote based on the script.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Hold on. This is. Okay. So we will now move on. So please know as a team, we have one more community member seat. So if you guys know of any community members that would like to serve on this team, please invite them, have them email me, and we can bring them on board. So the next item is the approval of the minutes. We will review the meeting minutes from our last meeting. Those were emailed to everybody earlier this afternoon. We met on May 11th of last year. Did everybody get that copy?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any corrections to those minutes? If there are no further corrections, may I have a motion to approve the previous meeting's minutes?
I motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I second.
Okay. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
All opposed, please say nay or raise your hand. Any abstentions?
1.
Okay.
And it passes.
Yeah, thank you.
Mhm.
All right. We will now move into electing the GO Team officers and representatives. Before we begin nominations, I'd like to remind the GO Team of the following. Nominations do not have to be seconded. A member may nominate themselves. A member may nominate more than one person for any position. A member may decline the nomination during the nomination process. Members may not serve more than 2 consecutive terms in the same office position at the same school. Nominees do not have to leave the room during the nomination period or when it's taken. If there is more than one nominee per selected office, each nominee will be offered the opportunity to share why they want to be elected to that seat. Newly elected officers will assume their position starting at the conclusion of this meeting and serve until June 30th. All voting members will have only one vote. First, we will elect the GO Team's chair. As a reminder, the responsibilities of the chair include, but are not limited to, leading the GO Team meetings, working with the principal and the GO Team to develop meeting agendas, ensuring every GO Team member has an opportunity to be heard, monitoring team compliance. I will now open the floor to receive chair nominations.
I nominate Ms. Trinnell.
You're on mute, Ms. Trinnell.
I nominate Ms. Freeman.
Okay. Madam Secretary, have you recorded the nominations?
Yes.
Would any of the nominees like to decline the nomination?
I would like to decline.
We have more positions for you. Don't worry, Ms. Trinnell. You don't have to put that in the minutes, Ms. Dent. If there are no further nominations, I will close the floor. We will begin the confirmation process. We have one person being considered for the chair seat. The nomination for chair is Shanae Freeman. At this time, I will offer the chair nominee an opportunity to explain why they are the best candidate for the position. Other GO Team members may ask questions of the nominee before voting. You have the floor, Ms. Freeman.
Greetings. My name is Shanae Freeman. I'm a school social worker at Hutchinson Elementary. I have been with Hutchinson for about 5 years, maybe going on 6 years now. I was the chair of the GO Team last year, so I am familiar with the GO Team. It was new to me last year, so I'm a little bit more familiar of what the process is and how it goes. And just being familiar with the school and the community and the staff, helps with being a good candidate for chair.
Does anyone have any questions for Ms. Freeman?
I have a question.
Sure.
Ms. Freeman, based on your experience as chair, is there anything that you feel you could do differently from last year to improve this year?
Probably have a little bit more input in decision making, and more input in the discussions, because last year I was so new. So just being a little bit more like I said, input in the discussion and decision making.
Okay. Okay, please raise your hand to vote for your choice for chair for the GO team. We have all those in favor of Ms. Freeman serving as chair. Please raise your hand or say aye. Any abstentions? Congratulations, Ms. Freeman. You will serve as the GO team chair for this school year.
Thank you.
Okay. Now we will elect, yes, you have a question.
Yes, was it okay for Ms. Freeman to have voted for herself?
There's nothing in here against that.
Okay, just checking.
Yep. Now we will elect the GO team's vice chair. As a reminder, the responsibilities of the vice chair include, but are not limited to, ensuring the GO team follows parliamentary procedure, working with the principal and the chair to develop meeting agendas, acting as the chair if the chair is not present. I will now open the floor to receive vice chair nominations.
I nominate Ms. Trinnell.
Ms. Sanchez, you have your hand up still?
No, but I'm gonna nominate Ms. Janelle too.
I nominate myself.
Okay.
For a strategic reason.
I nominate myself.
Okay. Would any of the nominees like to decline the nomination? Okay. There are no further nominations. I will close the floor. We will begin the confirmation process. We have 2 people being considered for vice chair seats. The nominations for vice chair are Ms. Corrine Dent and Ms. Jamesia Trinnell. At this time, I will offer each vice chair nominee an opportunity to explain why they are the best candidate for the position. Other GO team members may ask the nominees questions before voting. Anybody like to go first?
Oh, okay, sure. Looking at the key responsibilities for vice chair, I feel I'm qualified for the position because I have about 4 years of experience in parliamentary procedure. I don't mind developing or helping to develop meeting agendas, and I have experience acting as chair in other positions throughout the community.
Are there any questions for Ms. Dent? Okay, Ms. Trinnell?
I mean, I have nothing to stand up with Ms. Dent, but I've been here for 4 years, and I'm just interested in learning more about how GO Team works and following the protocol and procedures.
Are there any questions for Ms. Trinnell? Okay. Please raise your hand to vote for your choice for vice chair of the GO team. All in favor of Ms. Dent, please raise your hand. All in favor of Ms. Trinnell, please raise your hand. Are there any abstentions? I believe Ms. Dent is the majority winner. Congratulations, Ms. Dent. You will serve as the GO Team Vice Chair for this school year. Now we will elect the Go Team's secretary. There are only 3 people left, guys. Now we will elect the Go Team secretary. As a reminder, the responsibilities of the secretary include, but are not limited to, submitting the Go Team documents, agenda, summaries, and minutes to the Go Team document form, taking minutes at Go Team meetings, ensuring the Go Team is in compliance with the Georgia open laws, Georgia meeting open laws. I will now open the floor to receive secretary nominations.
You're muted, Ms. Chanel.
I was reading.
Okay. I nominate Ms. Chanel.
If there are no further nominations, I will close the floor. We will begin the confirmation process. We have one person considering the secretary, being considered for the secretary's seat. The nominee for secretary is Ms. Chanel. At this time, I will offer the secretary nominee an opportunity to explain why they are the best candidate for the position. Other Go Team members may ask questions before voting.
I have to have a role. I'm interested in just finding out how this works. So yeah.
Please raise your hand to vote for your choice for secretary. We have Ms. Chanel. All in favor, raise your hand or say aye. Any abstentions? By unanimous vote, Ms. Chanel, you are the secretary. All right. Now we will elect the Go Team's cluster representative. The cluster representative may also hold an office, so you can be the chair, vice chair, or secretary and be a cluster rep. As a reminder, the responsibilities of the cluster rep include, but are not limited to, attending all cluster advisory meetings. There are 3 per year. And those meetings are with the entire, they're with a Go Team representative and a cluster representative from each school in our South Atlanta cluster. And reporting back to the Go Team everything that you've learned at that cluster advisory meeting. I will now open the floor to receive cluster representative nominations.
I nominate Ms. Chanel.
I nominate Ms. Dent.
I nominate Ms. Sauls. Come on, Ms. Sauls. Give it a try. If there are no further nominations, I will close the floor. We will begin the confirmation process. We have 3 people being considered for cluster representative. The nominees are Ms. Sauls, Ms. Chanel, and Ms. Dent. At this time, I will offer each cluster representative nominee an opportunity to explain why they are the best candidate for the position. Other Go Team members may ask the nominees questions before voting. If we go in ABC order, that would be Dent, Sauls, Chanel. You have a question, Ms. Dent?
Yes. Ms. Chanel's mic was muted. She was trying to speak, and then B, Ms. Freeman has her hand raised.
Okay. I'm sorry. I have my transcript recording over Ms. Freeman's hand. I apologize. You had a question, Ms. Freeman?
Her hand was raised.
No,
Okay.
I don't know what. No.
Is that what you were trying to say as well, Ms. Chanel?
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Again, we'll offer each cluster rep the opportunity to explain why they're the best candidate for the position.
Going in order, that puts me first, and I don't think I'm the best candidate, and I would like to decline.
Okay. All right. Ms. Sauls?
Okay, so I didn't know I could take a position being just voted in, but I'm interested. I think it's a good role for me to kind of get out there, and I am involved with different schools. So, just to get out there and meet with the other community partners in schools and just relay whatever information I need to do to be involved with the Go team.
Thank you. Ms. Janelle?
Really didn't know what I was gonna say, but this sounds intriguing. That's all I can say. I'm just interested to learn as much as I can to see how Go Team really works. I don't decline this nomination.
Okay. So we have Ms. Sauls and Ms. Trinnell for our cluster representative. Please raise your hand to vote for Ms. Sauls for our cluster representative. Please raise your hand to vote for Ms. Trinnell for our cluster representative. Are there any abstentions? I didn't look at the numbers, Ms. Dent.
3 for Sauls and 2 for Trinnell.
Okay. Congratulations, Ms. Sauls. You will serve as the Go Team cluster representative for this school year.
Thank you.
All right. Adhering to the agenda, we will now discuss the meeting calendar for this school year. As a reminder, our Go Team is required to have 6 additional business meetings. So this is the org meeting to organize us as a team. We are required to have 6 additional business meetings. We have to hold the meetings outside of the instructional day. They have to be live streamed and recorded. Meeting locations for hybrids must be in places that can accommodate the public. So we pretty much always have our meetings on Zoom and not an actual location. May I have suggestions or recommendations for meeting dates? So everybody kind of has to look into their calendar for this. As a school, our instructional day expands on Mondays and Tuesdays. So the people that work here wouldn't be available on those afternoons. But Wednesday, Thursday, or if you really want to meet on Friday. But is there a day of the week that works in particular for the team? This kind of worked out for Thursday because this is the same day that we met last year. So that's why I had the first meeting on this day. Does this day of the week work for everybody? You're on mute.
It works. It works for me.
I would suggest a Wednesday, but whatever works for everybody.
Yeah, Wednesday. I suggest
Either
Wednesday.
Either one's fine for me.
I can do a Wednesday if y'all want to do Wednesdays.
Okay.
Preferably the last Wednesday of the month. Either the
Okay.
4th Wednesday or the last Wednesday. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna get my handy dandy calendar and read what those dates would be. So the 4th Wednesday in September is the 23rd, but the last Wednesday in September is the 30th. So everybody, I guess, kind of write these dates down so we can decide. So we have September 23rd or September 30th. In October, 1, 2, 3, 4. The last Wednesday would be October 28th. In November, it would actually be the 3rd Wednesday which is November 18th. Or if you wanted to wait till after Thanksgiving, it would be December 2nd, and that would cover 3 meetings for the first semester. So it's November 18th, December 2nd. That would be first semester. Once we got into January, 1, 2, 3, 4, it would be January 27th. February 24th. And just so you know, in February, there may have to be an additional meeting, possibly on February 10th. I would just hold that tentatively. What tends to happen is principals get the school budgets the 3rd week in January. So that January meeting, I basically tell you guys, hey, this is the money that we've been giving for the upcoming school year. I then have to balance the budget. Once I balance the budget, I present scenarios to the Go team. Hey, we've lost money. We possibly need to cut this. Hey, we've gained money. We can think about adding this. And anything that I present to you is based on our continuous improvement plans and our strategic plan as a Go team. Over the holiday break, I know teachers get off, but I don't. I have to meet with the cluster superintendent in HR to tell them the tentative scenarios that we have. And then in March, early March, we have to vote on the budget, and the budget is locked. So I say that all that to say there's a possibility, even if we don't have February 10th right now as an official team meeting, I would like to everybody consider holding it, because this will be my 5th year doing this. We've had to add a meeting to the calendar. As we go into February, I know we said preferably the end of March, but historically we've had to vote and lock the budget before March 14th, which would put us at March 10th for another meeting. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. And we could pick one more day in April or May, whichever you prefer. Last year we met in May. But we could also meet the week before testing, which would be April 21st. Or early in May, which would be May 12th. Were there any alternate dates other than what I talked through?
Well, I would like to be finished before May.
So, okay. So the dates that I have put out there were September 23rd, September 30th, October 28th, November 18th, or December 2nd for first semester. If the team could agree upon 3 of those dates.
Did you all want to do it before or after Thanksgiving? For that,
December meeting?
I think
Mhm.
last year we did it after Thanksgiving.
Would you
So the-
prefer before, Ms. Freeman?
no, I was just asking what you all preferred. It, I guess, stuff get hectic during the holidays, but I mean,
That first week in December is kind of calm relatively because everybody's
Mhm.
hyped before Thanksgiving. It calms down. And then that second week in December, it's about pandemonium again.
mhm. So maybe that December 2nd.
Okay. So is everybody okay with me crossing off November 18th?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have a preference day for September, the 23rd or the 30th?
Preferably the 30th.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Okay. For second semester, we have January 27th, February 24th, March 10th, and April 21st.
Should we move February to the 10th?
Should we move February to when?
To February 10th because of the budget?
We can.
Is everybody okay with that?
What was the other date you had?
So I had February 24th, but I threw that out there. Just the original suggestion was that the last Wednesday of the month. That's
Mhm.
why I said February 24th. But I said consider February 10th simply because I would have had to have revised and balanced the budget by then. And I
Mhm.
need to present the alternate scenarios to the Go team. Or the scenarios. Sometimes the budget is super easy and you don't have to change anything in your school building. Historically, I have lost money every year, and it's been a great balancing puzzle piece.
So you're gonna do the presentation on the 10th?
Yes.
Okay.
So we would have January 27th, February 10th, March 10th, and April 21st. And March 10th usually isn't a whole meeting. We just vote on the budget.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to read the dates. Hold on. Let me make sure. Okay. So the dates I have for Ms. Dent, September 30th, October 28th, December 2nd, January 27th, February 10th, March 10th, April 21st.
Got it.
Now that we've determined our calendar, may I have a motion to approve the calendar?
For clarification, we said January 22nd.
7th.
Oh, it's 27. Okay. Okay. I motion to approve.
Is there a second?
I second.
All in favor,
Who's-
please. Oh, that
Sorry,
was
who
Ms.
was the
Sanchez.
second? Sanchez.
Ms.
Sanchez.
Sanchez, yeah. Okay. All in favor, raise your hand. Okay. All opposed, raise your hand. Any abstentions? Okay. We will add all these calendar dates, me and our new secretary, Ms. Tranell, so no one forgets. All right. That one. All right. We will now move on to our next item of business in reviewing and updating or confirming our Go Teams public comment protocols. Public comment opportunities are available for Go Teams to hear from interested members of the community from section 3.4 of the Go Team Handbook. Opportunities for public comment shall be provided at least 4 times in the school or fiscal year and noted on the Go Team's webpage and meeting agenda. Go Team members will not provide responses or engage in direct conversation during public comment. Each Go Team will determine a consistent method for receiving public comments and for parents and other citizens to sign up to address the team. At least 20 minutes of time will be allotted for the public to make comments in the meeting where public comment is permitted. And the public will receive at least 2 business days notice of public comment protocol. I'm going to walk us through a few key decisions we will need to make as a team. As I read each one, feel free to share your thinking so that we can come to agreement together. First, let's consider which meetings will allow for public comment. At a minimum, we are required to offer public comment to at least 4 business meetings during the school year. Would this team like to allow public comment at all meetings, every other meeting, or selected specific meetings?
I would say selected specific meetings.
Same.
I think the only meetings that I would pause on public comment would be February 10th and March 10th. Because that's me presenting the actual budget to you guys, and then the actual vote comes from you guys. Other than that, and Ms. Freeman and Ms. Sanchez, because you served last year, keep me honest, I don't think there's anything that it would be a big deal if public comment was allowed, or that there would be any cause for concern or reason why public can't comment can't be allowed.
I
I'm trying
agree
to
with that.
articulate that correctly.
Yeah, I think you're correct. Just those 2 dates sound about right. Not having the public being able to comment on.
Okay.
So just for notes for today, no public comment for the February or March 10th meetings.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, how will individuals sign up or let us know they wish to speak? This could include options such as online sign-up form, email a specific person, or sign up in meetings. Which process feels clear and accessible for our school community? I can make a Google Doc that we keep on the website, because the Google Doc could capture the email and timestamp when they sign up.
Yes, that sounds good.
And that would be, I could just give the secretary access and the chair access so they can see if anybody has signed up for that particular meeting. Any other alternate thoughts? Okay. Building on that, will we have a deadline for signing up to speak?
I would say just before the start of the meeting.
Yes, that's what I was thinking.
Before start or 24 hours before?
I would say 24 hours.
Yeah. Yes. About 24
Yes, to
hours.
which one?
24 hours.
Now let's talk about timing. How much time will each speaker have to provide their comments? We want to ensure the fairness while also allowing enough time for meaningful input. I would say at APS school board meetings, when people speak, they get 2 minutes.
Oh,
So I would say 1 minute for this one. It's shorter.
Yeah,
We have a Charnel waiting to be
Yep.
admitted.
I just admitted her. Hi, Ms. Tarpley. So you want to say 1 minute?
I'm sorry, how you doing?
No problem.
I
Yes,
have a
Ms. Dean.
question.
Sure.
How, because y'all have done Go Team, is there often a lot of public comment? Isn't there somewhere in the protocol that says something about 20 minutes?
So we can allow up to 20 minutes for public comment of the meeting.
If it's not a lot of public comment, just in my opinion, and someone signs up because they have a comment to make, I would say 3 minutes. Because we don't know what they want to talk about. And it's not like it's, it may not be like 15 people.
So
That's just what I was.
we have 3 minutes, we have 2 minutes, we have 1 minute. And Ms. Tarpley, what we're discussing right now is that on the Go Team, we allow public comment. So that's members who are not members of the team. If they want to give a comment, they can. And we're trying to decide how much time do we want to allow them to talk. One suggestion was 2 minutes because at APS board meetings, they are allowed to speak 2 minutes. One suggestion was 1 minute because this is a shorter body of a meeting. And the other suggestion was 3 minutes because it is a shorter body meeting. If somebody's trying to articulate that, we want to be able to allow them to get that out as they intend. So that's the topic that we're discussing right now. So we've had 3 options. Again, I'm not a voting member. I'm just reiterating what has been discussed. So we need to decide between those minutes for everybody.
I have a quick question.
Sure.
On the forms, does it ask you what you're wanting to talk about? No? Okay.
If you've ever watched an APS board meeting, it could be anything. So it would really just be a space for people to say what they're saying. We wouldn't respond. They would just have the space to make the comment.
I would give them a 2 minutes. I feel
2
like
minutes.
3 might be a little long, and then a minute is maybe not enough. So I think maybe 2 is just right.
Okay. Anyone else? Are we okay with 2 minutes? Okay, 2 minutes. Okay. Is there anything else we would like to add to the public comment protocol? Okay, thank you for that discussion. Based on what we've outlined, we now have components that we need to establish for our public comment protocol. May I have a motion to adopt the public comment protocol? Yes.
I see here on the notes, it says, when will public comment happen? Beginning, end, or split?
Oh. I skipped that on my script. I apologize. When will public comment happen? Beginning, end, or split? I would say beginning.
I
agree.
Yes.
Okay. So what we had of everything we discussed is outside. We can allow public comment at each of the meetings except for February 10th and March 10th. We'll have a Google form for sign up on our website. They need to sign up 24 hours in advance. We will allow 2 minutes at the beginning of our meeting. May I have a motion to adopt the public comment protocol?
A motion to adopt the protocol.
May I have a second?
I second.
I second.
All in favor, please raise your hand or say aye.
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 All opposed, say nay. Any abstentions? All right. Now we will determine our Go Team meeting norms. We will begin by reviewing the initial Go Team meeting norms. This is a meeting of the Go Team. Only members of the team may participate in the discussion. Any members of the public are present are here quietly to observe. We will be fully present. We will follow the agenda as noticed. We will be respectful of each other's and others at all times. We will be open-minded. We will invite and welcome contributions of every member and listen to each member. We will respect all ideas and assume good intentions. We will approach differences of opinion with curiosity. Does anyone have any changes to these norms?
No.
Okay. May I have a motion to adopt these norms of the Go Team?
Motion adopted.
Motion adopted.
Who
All in
seconded?
favor? No, a second. Yeah, we need a second.
It was both Miss Tarpley and myself.
Okay. All in favor, say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay or raise your hand. Any abstentions? All right. We will now move on to the discussion items. Next, we are going to discuss stakeholder engagement. As a charter system, the decisions of the Go Team makes and shapes our school future. And the best decisions come from hearing the diverse voices of our community. When we bring families and students and staff in our community into the work, not just into the audience, we get bigger, stronger ideas, better outcomes, and a shared vision we can all stand behind. Here's the challenge. We are going to look at 4 groups: family, students, staff, and community. For each one, we will answer 3 questions. We will inform what's fun or unexpected ways to keep them in the loop. Input, what's meaningful ways to get ideas and feedback. Invite, how do we bring them into the work, not just into the audience? Let's be creative, get specific, and push past the usual answers. So this is what we started this work last year. And this is what we came up with that we've already kind of started doing as a school. So one of the extensions that we talked about that was slightly different is that we never kind of got off was kind of doing a community block party. But a lot of these things were things that we were working towards. So if you guys could look over it, and if you have any additional suggestions that we could add to it.
I actually dropped this question a few days ago into Copilot to get some suggestions for staff. And one of them was a parking spot for staff members that attend, put their names like in a raffle or have like a ticket drawing if you attend the Go Team meetings. And maybe at the end of the meeting, if your name is drawn, then you get preferred parking for like that month.
I'm adding that to the slide. That's why I turned it off.
Okay. And with parking being as it is this year, I was like, ooh, everybody might attend. So,
Well, this is kind of for the school in general.
okay.
But I will and I'm going to put it in a different color so I know it was added. Yeah. Any other thoughts?
I don't have a new one, but I think that that option for staff as an incentive in general is a great one. I know that a lot of people would appreciate that.
Okay.
Another one was school swag or spirit gear. Maybe that's something for families. Everybody, yeah, for everybody.
You're thinking like me. I was actually working on that. Doing a store where people can order different things should they choose. Any other thoughts?
And
It has
these are
surveys on here, but I was thinking of a way to get, and it has to be a fun, unexpected way to get parents feedback on barriers to attendance. Just getting some ideas from them on what exactly is some of their hindrance in getting the students to school and getting them to school on time, but doing it in a way that's just not,
Seems punitive.
yes. So a way to get that information from the parents.
you're saying do a survey to get that information, like some sort of fun way.
Yes. Some type of or maybe it may have to be an event or something that is, where they're giving that feedback, but also, having something.
Get the feedback so that we can try to address or provide resources for the concern.
Correct.
Any other thoughts?
Another suggestion for something fun and unexpected for the community might be something like a Hutchinson in 60 seconds quick little video that may go out on social media. I don't know how active you guys are, but
I'm
just
working on
something.
it.
Okay. Yeah. Just to a lot of people are always on their phones, and it could just spotlight whatever's going on with the school, whatever may be going on with the community partners. But yeah, like a 60-second little quick something, maybe shoot that out monthly, weekly.
I actually just called APS Communications yesterday about trying to get that done. Any other thoughts? All right. Okay, we will keep these in the discussion queue and try to see where we can get impact with some of these ideas. We will
Okay, I
now
got one.
Sure.
I'm sorry. What about the little, how they have the little pit rallies?
Mhm.
Something like that. Something like that in mind.
Okay. So more pep rallies?
Yes.
Okay.
And I think it'd be more like, how you get, and how you guys fund a lot of stuff, but like the parents should help with, help more hands on the parents.
Okay. Pep rallies inclusive of parents.
It's like we help with like the food, like it's like we do more hands on the school.
Okay.
And then what about, I'm assuming y'all have something like maybe some type of career days, but maybe something where you have the community not like come up with maybe something that they have an idea for, like a project.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe put that out there. Like, do you guys have something in mind that you guys would like to see the school do?
I'm trying to think of how to word that.
Yeah, I can't think of how to word it, but you know, a lot of parents they say, "Well, I wish the school might do this instead of that," or outside of just the suggestions, just what's a project that they have in mind that they think might be really good for the school that we
Like
could
a
actually
pop-up?
do. Maybe so, yeah.
So is it just inquire about service projects from the community?
Yeah, so you inquired from the community and you're just basically asking them what are some projects that they think that they would be involved in, right? That's the key part, is that they would be willing to be involved with. I just can't think of how to word it right now. It'll come to me. My apologies.
Well, we're going to come back to this. So I just put inquire about service projects from the community. What would you want to be involved in? I think that's his best stated until.
Could we give suggestions based on what Hutchinson needs though? Like maybe 10 projects or 5, and out of these 10 or 5 or 10, what would you be willing to help with? You know what I'm
That may
saying? So
be
it's
better.
not just, yeah, so that it's still something that y'all need.
Mm-hmm.
Like put the need out there, but what can y'all help with? What are y'all willing to help with out of these 10? And I
Okay.
guess see where the engagement comes from. I hope I
We
worded
could.
that correctly.
We could. I can't think of 10 right now off the top. Been a long day. Been up since 5. Brain power is coming down, but I know where you're going, and I am I'm having trouble articulating the words as well. But we will revisit. Yeah, we will revisit this at future meetings. So it was just to get the ideas on the paper. And everybody's going to get a copy of this PowerPoint as well. All right. So thank you for those ideas. We will now move on to the information items, starting with the principal's report. We have a lot of events coming up the month of September. We have our first school dance on the 3rd. We also have Labor Day. We have gone, I think this year it's about 6 straight weeks of school. Shout out to everybody who has perfect attendance. But we have Labor Day off. We will be celebrating Grandparents' Day with our amazing parent liaison. So there will be an opportunity for grandparents to come in and enjoy some time with their grandchildren in the school setting. National Hispanic Month begins September 15th, as well as our Georgia G-Kids testing for kindergarten. The 21st is an early release day. Students will be dismissed at 11:15. Staff will be here to engage in professional development, and the next 2 Mondays, the 21st and 28th, will also be an open time for parent conferences for parents to come in and discuss their child's academic performance. On the 24th, we will have our first academic parent-teacher teams meeting. That will be from 4 to 6. It's always a good time. And on the 25th, that will actually be updated. We tentatively had our house meeting, but we need to change all of our house meeting dates this school year because we are an accelerated literacy model school. On Fridays, our kindergarten through third grade are participating in experiences, and our teachers are in professional developments as a required part of the program. So everything is going to be shifting to Tuesdays. We just don't have all those dates locked in. So we will be updating this calendar on our school website for everybody to access. Attendance matters, attendance matters, attendance matters. We need every child here on time. Breakfast, if the children need to eat, we provide breakfast starting at 7:15. School starts at 7:45 sharp. When kids miss 15 minutes over the course of the week, that is a lot of time. If you continue to miss 15 minutes, 30 minutes here, it's not just that you're late, it's actually that you're losing learning. So a couple of days late may not seem a big deal, but if you're 30 minutes late every day, that's 2.5 hours of teacher instruction per week. So it's really important. We have amazing teachers here. We have amazing staff that show up for our students every day. We just need you here on time to get all the goodness that we have to offer. And as Ms. Freeman spoke earlier, if there are barriers, Ms. Freeman and her team are here to support that, but we can't support what we don't know. So it's very important that you communicate with us. But we promise your babies are in good hands. We just need them here on time. Now there are additional information items that we have. Okay, and that's an APS personal electronic device policy. Starting last school year, students were asked to keep their phones up and away during the school day. Our personal electronic device policy is a long-standing board policy designed to support and focus respectful, distraction-free learning in the environment. Additionally, this school year, in light of the new state law, House Bill 340, this is expanded to include other personal devices, so smartwatches, tablets, headphones. And when you get this presentation, you'll be able to click on the APS board policies. At Hutchinson, we want to protect our instructional time and minimize distraction. So cell phones and personal electronic devices should not be visible or used once the student arrives on the school property. Upon entering the school, students who bring their cell phones must turn them in to their teacher. Devices are secured in a locked box. If the student does not turn in their device, the following may occur. The first occurrence, the teacher will confiscate it and secure it till the end of the day. The second occurrence, the device will be turned over to an administrator, so myself or Ms. Long, and the parent or guardian will have to come and get it. The third occurrence, the parent or guardian will be contacted and the student will be directed not to bring that device to school moving forward. We do understand that families may provide the cell phone for communication before or after school. Our goal is not to prevent communication, but to ensure that the device does not interfere with teaching, learning, or student safety during the school day. Other announcements. Does anyone from the team have any announcements they would like to share?
Oh, I do. I'm sorry.
Sure.
September the 1st begins Attendance Awareness Month.
Okay. And all of our student work reflects that's coming up this tomorrow into next week reflects attendance.
Yes.
All right. The Go Team would like to remind all Go Team members that they are required to complete orientation within 1 year of joining the team and must be renewed every 4 years. Failure to complete the orientation training will result in removal from the team. Please contact us if you have any questions. Everybody that needs to still complete the training, Ms. Sauls, you'll get information about that after this meeting. Please ensure that you do so. You may get communication from myself, the chair, or from the Go Team office.
And is that something we have to do every year? Or am I
every
good?
4 years.
Whew.
So,
All right.
so if you did it last year, you're good for 4 years.
Perfect. All right.
All right. We have come to the end of our meeting, our agenda. Is there any additional business at this time? May I have an emotion? I'm sorry?
I was just saying no for me.
May I have a motion to adjourn the meeting?
Yes.
I motion second that.
We already have a second. All in favor, please say aye or raise your hand.
Aye.
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 All opposed? Any abstentions? This meeting is adjourned.